Well, I said in my last video that the kitchen was going to get ripped out and redone, and it is. So Gwendolyn and I took off to Ross-on-Wye with a special bonus at the end. Overlooking the beautiful Wye Valley from a craggy sandstone cliff in Herefordshire, within an area of outstanding natural beauty, Ross-on-Wye is where UK tourism began. As you wander its historic streets and alleyways, you are walking in the footsteps of Georgian visitors who first came to explore the river on the Wye Valley tour from 1770 onwards, and it was all down to a local clergyman who wrote a pamphlet extolling the natural beauty of the Wye Valley. Today, Ross-on-Wye is known as the town of independent shops. You can still find milliners, that's hat makers, old-fashioned hardware stores, long-established bookshops lining the streets, as well as antique shops and craft stores. And let's not forget the traditional sweet shop. One of the town's latest attractions inside the central 16th century market house is Made in Ross. It displays a huge range of individual artworks by local artists and artisans. Let's go and take a look.
Doors closing. Lift going up. Doors opening.
There are some beautiful works of art in here, and I think there's something for everybody's taste. Ross is a beautiful town in a beautiful area, and it inspires a lot of artists. On the first floor we get a good glimpse down the high street. Right behind the market hall is the house of the man of Ross, and there's the man himself, John Krill, who played a big part in making the town what it is today and became known as the Man of Ross. And as I was walking around I came across this and I thought a child had lost its hat, but no, there were loads of them. Later in the day I met the councillor who'd instigated it, and apparently it's all to do with International Yarn Bombing Day, which was started by a lady called Magda Sayag in Houston in 2005, when she covered the door handle of her boutique with a little cosy, and now the tradition has spread all over the world apparently. But I must admit I'd never heard of it. But now it was time for me to refuel, so I thought I'd have a small beer on the terrace of the Royal Hotel and enjoy the view. Well, the sign says no entry, please use the other door, and I did. I went up there and I used that door and asked if I could have a drink on the terrace, and they said no, we're not taking walk-ins at the moment. You'll have to wait until about 4:15, and it's now 4:10. So I've either got to wait a few minutes or go and have a drink somewhere else. So I decided to go somewhere else, and on the way I passed this mock Gothic town wall, which was built in 1833. What fun. So I went back to the Man of Ross and I had a half pint of Wye Valley Brewery Pale Ale, and it was good. Oh, I enjoyed that. The little car park I hoped to or intended to stay at, the Hope and Anchor, is under new management, and they want £15 for overnight stay. Well, I was hoping that if I had a meal here I could park for the night for free, but they're refurbing at the moment, and the whole place is in a terrible mess in there. I spoke to the owner and I said, are you charging at the moment since you're all being refurbed? And he said, yes. Is that your campervan over there? And I said, nope, I'm on the road. So that's what I'm going back to now. And that's where I shall stay tonight. I had been lucky enough to find that slot when I arrived, and looking across the meadow towards the river, and on the other side a green, so it's a very nice place. Now let's take a walk down to the river and have a look down there. And we go along this path here, and there's River Wye with some activity. Wow, people canoeing, or just finished canoeing. This river is about 155 miles long. Well, this is interesting. There's a van turned up there. There's some people getting out with artwork, paintings. And over here, it looks like they're setting up a display with all sorts of flags around it. And we'll go and have a look. You can see from the top of that litter bin and the wet on the path down here, it's been raining while I've been sitting in the van. Just started as I was arriving actually.
We wanted to form friends of the Lower Wye. I think Angela Jones needs to talk, not me really. So
Okay.
wait till she's come
All right.
to talk at 6:30.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's all to do with polluting, or the river being polluted,
Yes.
and the things that we're going to lose. It turned out it was a protest event to save the River Wye from serious pollution, and it was organised by this lady, Angela Jones, and who eventually ended up swimming down the river, towing the coffin.
Go on, Catherine!
The speeches that were made were well worth hearing, and it doesn't just apply to the River Wye, it's happening all over the place. So I'm going to post and upload another video showing the full event, and I hope that you'll watch it or listen to it, and maybe we can do something to stop the pollution.
Too much water, the rakes of the